Do you consider yourself to be a rebel? If you're a creator, then you're the biggest, baddest kind of rebel there is. And I want to tell you why that matters. Now, what prompted me to tell you this story was the recent daylight savings time switch that we did here in the springtime, where the world said to move my clocks ahead an hour, but I didn't move mine. Why? Well, because in the fall, when they said to move my clocks back an hour, I didn't move mine then either. Now, why do I do this? Well, quite simply, in the fall, when the days are getting a lot shorter anyway, I sure don't want to lose an extra hour of evening daylight. And I find that if I keep my clock the same, it gives me a visual reminder that in a few months the days will be getting longer again, and that extra hour of evening daylight will in fact be given back to us. Now, yes, I do still have to keep my appointments with the rest of the world that did change their clocks, and that gives me some mental overhead to deal with, but it's a choice I make because I know it helps me persevere through those darker months. And this got me thinking of other types of imaginative alignments that we as creators do, which is a very important skill for us because we have to be able to defy the status quo in our creations. Now, this idea has been talked about in a lot of different ways, and some modern creators like Casey Neistat would have you believe that it is our generation of creators that is special, that this new generation of content creators and filmmakers, what we all do on YouTube and everywhere else, we do what we can't. But the truth is, we're a part of a much larger fraternity of rebel creators that started well before our generation. And we need to take this whole idea further because sometimes the world doesn't just tell you that you can't create something. They say it can't be created at all. Now, it could be something rather plain, like a programming question where the leading voted answer says that this just can't be done. And you come along and say, actually, it can be done, and here's how. Or it might be something that becomes more impactful. Like maybe you lived back in a time when the laws of Isaac Newton in the world of physics reigned supreme. And the world said that time was universal, that a single ticking clock would be the same for everyone and everything in the universe regardless of their speed and acceleration or other factors. But maybe there's something about that that just doesn't sit right with you, and it makes you ponder this question and work on it for a decade until finally you can prove that time is in fact relative. It is the speed of light instead that is constant. Or maybe you lived in a time when there was a race to develop the first flying machine. And the well-educated and the well-funded in the world said that this machine should be like a ship in water, that it should be stable and it should not bank from side to side. But maybe you were a part of a bicycle building duo from Ohio, and you found a way to iterate on this problem quickly and to use your ingenuity to systematically find the principles that you needed to control an airplane, and that you found that this banking action, like in riding a bicycle, was actually quite useful and in fact integral to the 3 axes of control that we need to control an airplane. And so it goes with our thoughts and our creations. So the next time the world tells you how to move your clocks, just remember, you can choose not only how to align your clocks, but how to align your mind. I'm Jason Kyle Frank with Thriving Creator, and I'll see you next time. Nailed it.